I wonder why he's doing that. Is that his dad? I don't like that negative energy. Get away. Bye. Chill out. Hey y'all, it's me, Ebony Maya, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it's been a while since I have filmed a YouTube video for you guys, but today I thought I would give you this awesome video. As you can see from the title, I'm going to be giving you some Netflix shows and movies that I feel as though you should watch if you have not already, of course. But before we get into that, make sure that you are subscribed to my YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when I post a video. Also, I'm going to be trying my best to start filming on a schedule now. I feel as though I kind of post randomly and I don't want to keep doing that. I think I'm going to lead more on posting on Fridays. But let me know in the comment section below what days or what day is like a good day to start posting YouTube videos. You know what I mean? So as always, I have a list down below where y'all cannot see of the movies that I'm going to be talking about, because y'all know I be stuttering and I be forgetting what I'm going to say. But I'm basically going to be telling you the movies or shows, and I'm going to be giving you a little bit of a brief summary of what it's about. So yeah. So the first show that I feel as though you should watch is called The Circle. So basically The Circle is kind of like a game show type of show, you know what I mean? It's like a social media game. So basically people can go as their self or disguise themselves. An object of the game is to try to determine who's the catfish and who is like not being truthful and stuff. And of course, if people vote that you are a catfish or that you are not what you say you are, you get eliminated, you have to go home, and then they bring in more people to play the game. It's just a really good show. I feel like you should watch. I am currently on season 2, episode 8, I think, and it's so good. Like, I'm literally addicted. They need to come out with a season 3 because, and like, they need to keep this going because this is such a good show. I feel like this is a really good idea. So if you're into like game shows type of shows, Netflix shows, that is something you should watch. The next show I'm going to be telling you is kind of the same thing, kind of not, and it's called Love is Blind. Love is Blind is like really good, honestly. It's basically where people go in and kind of willing to get married or whatever, and you kind of just talk to different people. You don't get to see their faces, you just talk to them over a course of weeks, and I guess you kind of fall in love with them, or you can decide if you like them or not. And whatever the people that you fall in love with, they propose to you, and you basically just get married on the spot without seeing their face. And honestly, it's such a good show in my opinion. I feel like you guys should watch it if you're into stuff like that. So yeah. The next show is called You. It is so good. Like, I put so many people on this show, and I know this is not like a new show. It's probably old, a few years, I don't know. It's not, I think it came out in 2020. But it is such a good show. If you have not watched it, you need to watch it. You're gonna get addicted. And it's basically about this man. He's really weird. He's really weird, and what he kind of does is he kind of stalks people, and then he meets them. Like, once he stalks them, he kind of just finds a way to meet them, like casually, like see them at a store and like flirt with them, and then they end up falling in love with him and stuff. And then I guess they find out that he weird and he just kill him. Like that, I know that's really blunt, but that's kind of what it is. But of course, there's more morals and stuff to this. I'm just giving you a little summary of what the movie does and what is going to happen. So if you like crazy stuff like that, you're going to like it. Even if you don't, I really don't like a lot of violent stuff, but I feel like this movie is so good. Like, they need to come out with a season 3. Like, I feel like season 2 is a lot better than season 1. So if you don't like it at first, just keep watching it, because I didn't like it at first. But once I started watching it, it was good. The next show I'm going to be telling you about, some of these shows I'm probably sure you've watched before, but just in case for the people that have not watched it, I'm letting you know this stuff. But the next movie slash show that you should watch is called All American, and it's not a movie, it's like a Netflix type of thing. It's like series of it. No, not series. It's like episodes and seasons. It's called All American, and it's kind of like a football based show, and it's about a boy that comes from kind of like the hood per se of basketball, and he gets accepted to this like high-tech basketball thing because he's really good. Like he gets accepted to this college and he gets to play football, and it's kind of like weird because the coach ends up taking the boy like as his own and kind of like letting him stay with him. So it's kind of like giving you a sense of I wonder why he's doing that. Is that his dad? But I'm not gonna tell you if it is or not. You just gotta watch and find out. It's really good. I don't even watch football related stuff for real, but I feel like it's a good show. You know, if you like watching mysteries or sports related shows, it's good. I'm not really into that type of stuff, but this is good. I like it. The next Netflix show is called Never Have I Ever. It's about this teenage girl. She has like boys that she likes. She goes to parties and it's like school based. It's kind of good if you like movies that are more reality type of based. You know, if you're into that type of stuff, you're gonna like this. Next movie or Netflix movie that I'm going to be talking about is called Fatal Affair. Now this movie, I was kind of like on the flip side of it, and I was kind of debating if I wanted to talk about this in this video because it's kind of one of the movies that is like I knew this was gonna happen. Like I wasn't really shocked with this movie. Like it didn't just like, oh my gosh, like it didn't shock me really. Like I kind of knew. Like when you watch it, you're like, yeah, and then it happens and you're like, yeah, I kind of figured that was gonna happen. It's not one of them like movies that you like, it keeps you guessing, it keeps you like on your tippy toes. But it's good, but it's like not good. So I was kind of debating, but it's called Fatal Affair. I don't know if I said it or not already, but it's called Fatal Affair. It's basically about this woman and her family. They move into this gorgeous, beautiful house, and she gets a job, like a new job or whatever, and she starts working and she runs into an old classmate, and I don't know if they dated or anything before, but he was like a classmate. He starts doing weird stuff, and like of course you kind of suspect he's a little weird, but anyway, he kind of starts to like her and stuff, and then they have an affair. Fatal Affair. You get what I'm saying? Like, you kind of know what's gonna happen. And it's just like, I'm not gonna tell you what's gonna happen. I want you to watch it if you haven't already. But it's like, yeah, watch it. Just watch it. You might like it. You might not. I don't know. It's giving very much Lifetime movies, okay? Next show, Netflix show that I suggest is Blood and Water. Blood and Water. You know, Blood and Water. Like, that's such a good name. I don't know why. It's just like Blood, Water. Okay, let me So Blood and Water is basically about, it's kind of something, I've watched a movie that was about similar to this. So if you've seen like movies about kids that are taken away, I can't even say the word, like taken away, stolen at birth. That's pretty much what this is about. It's about a family that had a baby, like a newborn baby, and the baby was stolen at birth. They're trying to find the baby, and then the girl moves to school because, well, they have, of course, other kids after the baby gets stolen and stuff. And so the oldest daughter, well, not really the oldest, but the daughter they had right after the stolen baby, she is very bad and stuff. Like they end up having to move to different schools because she's very like she do be doing the most, okay? And so they be having to move and go to all these different schools because she don't know how to act right. And basically she goes to this, like, I guess high-tech school because I think she was smart and she was good at sports, but she was bad. Okay, so she ends up going to this high-tech school. I think it was like a private school. And so she meets people, and then she meets a girl. And then, you know, the girl, people were like, y'all look alike. You know how, like, you go to school, and then there's some people that go there, and then people are like, y'all look like y'all could be cousins or something. And people were saying that. And so she was like, So she started looking into it, and then, like, kind of, she started being weird, kind of like stalking her, trying to be friends with her, trying to, like, you know, see her history and all that stuff. But it ends up being really good. Of course, I'm not going to tell you if that's your sister or not yet. Maybe I know, maybe I don't. But you gotta watch it to find out. It's really good though. It's basically about a girl that is she's trying to find her sister, and she might. So the next movie, this is actually a movie. It is on Netflix, and it's called, of course it's on Netflix. I'm talking about Ebony, please girl. It is called Dangerous Lies. Dangerous Lies, and it's like a suspenseful movie. It's also a little bit of a violent movie, okay? But it's basically about a woman and her husband. They are, like, of course, newly wedded. Is that how you say it? Like, they just got married, so they are a little on the broke side. I'm not even trying to be mean, but they kind of are living a little rough. Like, they're at rough times. And so she had like a job as a waitress, but she got fired. Or no, she didn't get fired, but she just had to like leave because the place ended up getting shut down and stuff. And so she ended up being homeless with her well, not homeless, but jobless. So she gets a job taking care of older people, and you know, she ends up building a relationship with him. Nothing like weird or anything, but like a daughter and dad type relationship, because of course he's a lot older than her, and she's like taking care of him and stuff. And so he ends up passing, and some good stuff ends up happening after he ends up passing. I'm not going to mention it because I feel like you should watch it, but also some really bad stuff ends up happening. Like, it was like a good thing that he passed away, but also a bad. Of course, it's never good that anybody passed away. I'm not trying to say that, but like some good stuff ended up coming from that, but also some really bad stuff, some deadly stuff. Deadly. Maybe I should not say that because I do not want to get demonetized off of YouTube. So let me calm down. It's good though. I feel like you should watch it. So if you're into suspenseful and like kind of violent type of, I'm saying violent because I don't want to say the other word because I don't want to get demonetized, and like I really like my channel. I don't want to have to read. I don't want to get a strike or anything for saying bad stuff, but hopefully you can understand what I'm trying to get at. Okay, but anyways, you should watch it if you're into stuff like that. Okay, so the next show I'm going to be talking about is called Insetable. I don't know how to say it. So somebody, if I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry, but you're going to know. Like, when you look at it, you're probably going to know. Y'all know I'm not good at explaining. I'm not good at saying people's names. I'm not good at stuff like this, okay? This is not my strong suit. This is not for me. Anyway, let me get on to this summary. So, Insetable, whatever you want to say, is basically about it's kind of beauty pageant based. And honestly, I thought I was gonna like it because I'm not really that girly. Like, I'm not really that into that type of stuff. But it was really good, and it ends up being a girl that was once kind of larger. She was on the larger side, and she loses a lot of weight. And of course, once when she was larger, which is it was really kind of like a reality based show, because this is really how society is these days. When she was larger, people didn't really like her as much, and that's kind of how this world is now. When it's like larger people find them less attractive, and people don't really like larger people. So basically that's how it was in a show. Well, in the show, when she was larger, people didn't like her, so she ends up losing a ton of weight, getting all snatched and whatnot. And once she gets like that, she had all these fangirls, all these Miss Girls trying to be her friend, and it was just like really, it was petty to me. And it's funny because her name in the show is Patty, and you might recognize her because it's Debbie Ryan. It's on a Disney show called Jessie. Yes, Debbie Ryan. So y'all are gonna recognize her because she's the one that's playing. She's the main character in the show, but it's really good. She ends up going to do the beauty pageant, and she gets a very good beauty pageant. What's the manager or something? I don't know nothing about beauty pageants, and I watched this a while ago, and I really loved it. But she gets like a manager or something. He ends up being really good for her. She ends up winning, losing, but also she ends up being a little violent. Which, when I say violent, I mean like I'm literally trying not to say the word, but I'm trying to hopefully you understand what I'm saying. But she ends up being that type of violent. And it was kind of weird because it's like, you're in a pageant and what's another word for it? I just said, and you're killing people. That don't go together. But it's very suspenseful. She ends up a bunch of people and it ends up being like, girl, like, chillax. But it's a good show. If you are into that type of stuff, like suspense and kind of like shocking activities, then you're going to like it. So that's all I'm gonna say about it. I don't want to tell you everything about this show because then you're not gonna want to watch it. So hopefully that I explained it good. Okay, so now we are on to the last one. I don't want to make this video super long. Y'all have been wanting longer videos, which I'm going to try my best to do. I just feel like I blather. What's the word? I don't know. I just say a bunch of unnecessary stuff, and I just don't feel like, I don't know. I just don't think I would be that entertaining if my videos were super long. But I'm going to try to make longer videos for the people that enjoy longer videos of me. But anyway, the next and last show is called Dare Me. So Dare Me is basically kind of like a reality based show. Again, it's about some young teenage girls that are cheerleaders. They end up being really good cheerleaders, like really good as far as like tumbling and doing all that stuff. But on the other side, they end up being kind of bad as far as like doing kind of things that teenagers do, which is like drink, do drugs, all that type of stuff. They end up being those type of teenagers. But then they end up getting a new coach, and the coach is very pretty and also kind of mean. Like, honestly, when she first got there, I didn't even like her, and I'm not even a cheerleader. Like, I'm literally just watching. Like, when she first got there, I was like, I don't like you. Like, you know how you can peep somebody's vibe before they even talk to you, or before, like, I hate to be somebody to like say that I don't like somebody and not even knowing about them. But it's like, you can kind of peep somebody's, how they act, when you like see how they act around the people and see how they are. You just like, I don't like that negative energy. Get away. Bye. Like, I hate to be somebody like that, but I peeped that out a lot about some people, and I peeped that out in the movie. Like, I didn't like her. But anyway, they ended up not liking her because she was very mean, like. But she also ends up doing some real shady stuff. She ends up having an affair with one of the people that work at the school. I'm not gonna tell you who because I really don't know for myself. I forgot. Like, I watched this. I'm horrible. I'm sorry. I watched this a while ago, so I really forgot who it was. But honestly, I wasn't gonna tell you anyway because you need to watch it and find out. But she ends up having an affair, and then the two main cheerleaders, they find out about it, and they end up also peeping out some other stuff about her that she's very shady to me. And when I mean shady, she's like suspicious, like kind of skeptical, you know, like she's just, it's something weird, it's something fishy. So then she tries to get all nice once she finds out that they know, because she don't want to get fired and all that good stuff. But it's actually really, really good. Some shady stuff ends up happening in it, and like, it's just one of them things that is like it keeps you at your tippy toes. And honestly, I feel like it's really underrated. I really don't hear people talk about this movie, but I highly recommend it if you like suspenseful, reality based stuff, anything along those lines. I feel like you would like it, so give it a try. If you don't like it, that's okay. If you do, let me know. I didn't want this video to be long. Of course, I have a whole lot more Netflix shows that I feel as though you guys should watch. I will definitely be doing a part 2 pretty soon. Not super soon, but pretty soon, because I still have some more Netflix shows that I need to finish watching so that I can tell you about them. But let me know if you want a part 2 on this by giving this video a thumbs up. Also, if you enjoyed this video and enjoy my other videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when I post a YouTube video. And thank you guys so much for watching.